We will not eat. Arey Ammaji, I am hungry, I want to eat. Look at the, no, it's a factual statement. If you are able to, and he's not a driver, he's a colleague. In India, they are partying till 4 o'clock in the morning. Partying till 4 o'clock, the drivers are eaten, not eaten. I'm not saying that you should provide them with food. Have you considered that? A leader is one who goes down the rung of the ladder. He goes and he knows everyone who's working. So, I am supreme. You believe only you are supreme. Nobody else exists. This happens, that ego. Another thing a leader should avoid is complexes. Complexes. I don't see this in Western culture. This is far more in Indian culture. You know why complexes come? Anyone? Why do complexes come? Sorry? Jealousy. No. Insecurity. Correct. But where does that come from? When you feel that you're lacking something, especially I'm saying, especially in our Indian tradition, too much we have, too much. A value for another person's opinion. A value for another person's opinion. Complex. Why do we have complexes? Because you have too much value for another person's opinion. What will she say? Oh, we have to invite everybody for the wedding. Otherwise, what will they say? She say. He say. Find out whether they want to come for a wedding or no. Everybody inviting. Call all the workers. Don't call people who have diabetes. I'll send the right invitation. Say all those people who have diabetes not invited. Because why are you calling them? They can't eat. They'll simply come and look at the food and say, oh, yummy, oh, ye nahi khao chu, oh, nahi khao chu. Invite people who can eat, who can savor your food. Complex. No, we have to have the wedding big. Why? Because what will people say? One lady, she said, Prayagji, this is a factual. Have I lost weight? What can I say? I can't say. My neck, and especially I'm talking in front of ladies. I said, Ammaji, yes, you're. No, but don't lie, Prayagji. You always joke with me. I can't tell her, don't come to a Swami when you want to find out your weight. Your Swami is your machine. Go stand on that. Complex. No. Then I said, Ammaji, why are you asking me? No, because my husband said I have lost weight. Husband, if he doesn't say that, he'll be nailed on top. If the husband says you put on weight, like next thing he'll be like Christ, he'll be nailed there. He'll be like that. And there'll be no resurrection also. Ask all the husbands, they're all quiet. See, all the ladies are laughing, all the husbands are quiet. Complexes and complexes and complexes. A leader doesn't have any complexes. Why? Because the mountain and the squirrel had a quarrel. And the mountain is a beautiful video I've got. I have a beautiful room. I've taken Prashant's room. Thank you, Prashant. See, this is called titiksha. Titiksha is one of the most beautiful qualities in our tradition. And Krishna says, Arjuna, have titiksha, Arjuna. When I'm talking, I'm getting goosebumps. Arjuna, have titiksha. What is titiksha? Titiksha means going through pain. And believe me, I'm a house guest of this house, but everybody should learn from this house, and we all need to give a big hand for this house. Because first thing they think of the guests. In this house where I'm staying, in Mrs. Kumar's house, anything happens, they're thinking of the guest. Atithi Deva Bhava means guest is God. If you tell that in the West, say, I don't want that guest, I don't want that God, let him go out. In India now they're making movies. Guest, when are you going to leave? Atithi, aap kab jaoge? This is the movie they're making, our Indian tradition. Because if the guest goes, if the guest comes, never leaves, Ammaji, I'm leaving soon. That is not attention. Inviting the guest, it's fine. But the guest doesn't want to leave. But I'm leaving. You know why I'm leaving, madam? No, not you. Ammaji, why am I leaving, madam? Because if I don't leave, high possibility that I can change you, but higher possibility that you will change me. He will say, Prayagji, Are, you come to Maaf. We will maaf karo, you will come to Maaf. A leader is one who does not have complexes. In my room, in Prashant's room, that's what I'm saying. Titiksha means even though you go through inconvenience, with pleasure. You go through inconvenience with pleasure. Why? Because you want to please your guest. And especially when the Swami comes in your house, you will give the master bedroom. My setup in the house is so unique. I've got a separate lounge. Why I'm saying that is, I saw a squirrel this morning. Beautiful squirrel, you're looking inside. And I don't take pictures, no videos, no pictures, never. First thing I saw that, he was looking inside. So, it's Ralph Waldo Emerson, he wrote a poem, The Mountain and the Squirrel. The mountain and the squirrel had a quarrel. And the former called the latter, you little prick. The mountain called the squirrel, you little prick. Prick means small little thing. What do you do, squirrel? You are running around my back. What are you? You do nothing. Look at me. I carry forests on my back. I am huge. I am big. I am the mountain. I am Himavan. Squirrel said, yes, my dear sir, I agree you are very big. But if you carry forests on your back, but you can't crack a nut. Huh? You are doubtless very big and you carry forests on your back. But if you carry forests on your back, but you cannot crack a nut, I would put a comma and I would say, you nut. I would call the mountain, you're a nut. Forget a walnut. The mountain cannot crack even a peanut. So, a leader does not see who is big, who is small. He takes out work from everybody. Even the smallest person, he sees beneficial qualities and he removes it. He ekes out the qualities. That's the significance of Lord Rama collecting the monkey forces, squirrel forces, and making a bridge. Because the leader does not work on, a leader does not care, oh my God, how many degrees you have. A leader does not care, what is your portfolio? A leader is one who will ensure he'll take out work from even a smallest person. Because even the smallest person has greater joy. Therefore, a leader has no complexes. And as I said, I can go on. But the crux is, I'm ending with, the leader is always accessible. A leader should never be inaccessible. Always accessible. And lastly, a leader, as I said, I can go on. It's a 3-day retreat, but I'm concluding because I told you I start on time, I stop on time. You guys came late, not my problem. Huh? Lastly, a leader has a vision. Wherever you all are today, if you can bring in this philosophy in your life, trust me, 2 things will happen. It will make you peaceful and successful. And not only will you be leaders, you will prepare leaders. You will get joy, you will get courage, and you will get immense happiness of preparing leaders. Does not a teacher prepare her students? Steve Jobs was a student, although he was a dropout college, but he went to school. Mahatma Gandhi was a student. Does not a teacher feel happy of creating leaders? Huh? George Bernard Shaw. Similarly, your satisfaction would be at your level to create leaders where you can delegate and be happy. I'll conclude here because, as I said, I have many points, but it's 1 hour. We'll continue when I'm coming back in September. Thank you. I know many of you all have to go, but if there are any questions, I'll be happy to take up. I know, maybe next time. We'll continue next time. Any questions? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. rightly said. When I told them, okay, you have to come to here, this will talk, I put a mandatory word. Because they must be thinking, what is creativity, wants this thing or that thing or this thing or that thing, we have to finish early, we have to come. But how many you are benefited? Tell me the truth. Use this knowledge in your development, in your growth. Because as a family member, as a mother or as a father, as a brother, as a sister, if you learn these principles and do things, but his focus was on delegation. Leader had many qualities maybe, giving quality, this quality, that quality, but then unless you prepare a team or layers of the leaders, you cannot be successful. हमारा एक उदाहरण है, एक अकेला चना कभी भार नहीं फोड़ सकता. Why? Because you need many chanas to bring a energy of that level. Every household, every organization, every company, every business, every happiness house need a multiple skills, because there's a puzzle. You have this strength, another has this strength, another has this strength, and then the puzzle makes a game go. So this is I think he has done the job. But whatever you have, generally you think you are the best. Yes, you are the best. But you cannot continue for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, the same thing. You will tire up. So before you tire up, before you give a gap of complete sunya, you create another leader. They may not be good as you are right now, but they will be. And everybody has a edge of this thing good or this thing bad. But you have to teach other people in your organization or in your positions so that other people come up while you are tied up. Because I see in our organization many senior people here. They are very good. They are here, you can see them. But we need a next layer, to next layer, to next layer. I think we have businessmen here. I see I think Ajit ji or I think Jay, could you come please and tell, because he's developing business. I saw him when he was working for somebody. Now he's working his own and creating many leaders. And what he needs, Ajit, well, can you come here? Because I didn't see you. I saw you go to bring somebody and Abhinesh, you also here. Please come. Please come on the stage. They are our leaders also in our society. They develop religious thing, they develop professional thing, they develop for the society. I couldn't saw it in the beginning. Talk about how you develop.
Namaste everyone. As Maji said, I start my journey long time ago. I used to throw the newspapers on the people's house. That was my first job. I got it. Currently, I started my life from there. My father was a teacher, but I believe in one thing: if you have a truth and you do the hard work in your life, always you get success. In last year, I gave more than 780 gas stations to people. So I started as a person who throw the newspaper in people's house. And especially when we are in America, we have endless opportunity. If you are honest, you are hardworking, and you are dedicated to your work, definitely you will get success. That's what I want to do. And Maji is always inspiration for me. Only 3 people I touch feet: my mother, father, and Maji. That's it in the whole world. So, and Maji is always big aspiration. Thank you very much. That's what I want.
Yes, sir. Dinesh Bhai. You may not know him. He is also a businessman, and he is very. I think he's a guru. अपने शीर्ष represent करके पूरे उसको represent करते हैं. उनको यहाँ का delegation है उनके पास. तो बहुत religious work भी करते हैं. Talk about it.
So as rightly Swamiji says, comparison. That is our biggest weakness. When we see somebody is doing well, we should go to that person and give our compliment, not the competition. It's not worth it. It is good when I see Santosh is develop. Whatever that she's doing, helping the seniors, helping all the community people, leaders. We need to encourage her. We need to support her. That was lacking on me 22 years back before I met Sri Ravi Shankar. I also get jealous from other people. I like why he's doing this and I know his other side of the personality, but we should not get jealous. We should ignore all this other side of personality. We should look at their positivity and we need to move forward. And that is very important, as Swamiji says, and thank you very much what you said to us. And Santoshji, as Ajit Bhai says very rightly, I was very happy to see this building, and I know every one of our community people will gonna utilize this building to do the right thing, and for that I give 100% kudos to both the sons and the Maji. Thank you.
दिनेश भाई ने बहुत ओपनली बात कही कि हम जनरली एक ही वीकनेस हम पर रह गई सबसे ज़्यादा, जबकि मुझे ताज्जुब होता है दिनेश भाई और अजीत भाई, हमारी फिलॉसफी इतनी अच्छी है, हम इतने गुण गाते हैं उसके, लेकिन प्रैक्टिस में हम कहाँ भूल कर जाते हैं और क्यों कर जाते हैं? ये मेरी खोज रही हमेशा कि हम ये भूल कहाँ कर जाते हैं। हम अपने भाई बहनों की उन्नति को क्यों नहीं देख पाते? क्योंकि हर आदमी अगर कर्मा सही है या कर्मा की थ्योरी सही है तो हमें वही मिलना है जो हम कर्म करके आए हैं, इससे ज़्यादा हमें नहीं मिल सकता। या हम अब कर रहे हैं, अब या करके आए हैं, या हम अब स्लेट को धो रहे हैं, या हम स्लेट को बना रहे हैं। दो बातें हैं जिंदगी में, या तो अगर हम कर्म को मानते हैं तो पिछले कर्मों में जो हमने किया है उसका प्रतिफल हमें मिल रहा है, और या हम उस प्रतिफल को अब बना रहे हैं आगे के लिए। तो जलसी का इसमें कोई रोल होना ही नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि जलसी से कुछ मिलने वाला है नहीं। बल्कि इट गिव्स अस डाउन मोर, एंड हम एक बुरे कर्म को पैदा कर लेते हैं, क्योंकि कर्म की थ्योरी जो वेदा पढ़ाने का मेरा मिशन है वो यही है कि कर्म इतना ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग है, उसके बंधन से आप छूट ही नहीं सकते, उसके फल से भी और उसके कर्म के दुख से। तो दोनों बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज जी।
It's not a theory. Karma is not a theory, it's a law. I think you also you mean to say the same thing. It's a law, it's not a theory. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We are very blessed. I'm so thankful that you could come. I tried to bring anybody to come, I was not here. And there was no internet in cruise. That was stuck with me. Thank you so much. And I hope you will utilize this in your life. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.